Hey everybody, welcome back. Hold on, I got some GIFs open in the background. I don't want it to slow the game down. We're playing Repentance. You know what? I guess we will try to make this run work. Literally, this is just a run I accidentally started on stream. And then on the first room, I was like, we don't really need to do this. It's time for the stream to end. But let's do it. It's Tainted Blue Baby. You're probably seeing too much Tainted Blue Baby on the channel lately. But we only have one thing to do. And then the post-it note's done. If we get the true ending complete, then life is but a dream, you know? We got nothing to worry about past that point. I did have a run that should have beat Tainted Blue Baby. Should have beaten. I hate how things, and this is probably not just an English thing, I hate how things just sound wrong, but it's so hard to typify in your head why it's wrong. You know the idea when you're like, oh, the way that that's phrased doesn't sound right, and then you gotta figure out why it doesn't sound right, and it's like, oh, well, you know, you gotta search the memory banks of your cerebral archives just to get a hint. I will say I also just don't like Tainted Blue Baby. After playing as Tainted Blue Baby for several days now, I'm not an enormous fan of what Tainted Blue Baby's got going on. And everybody tells me that, like, and by everybody, I mean, like, the same 4 people in chat, tell me that the reason I don't like Tainted Blue Baby is because I'm not a poop bender. I don't focus on the synergies and stuff like that. Like, oh, did you know if you have gas and fire, then you create an explosion? Hey, did you know that there's like that Blue Baby poop where if you stand completely still inside of the poop trail, then you get a modest stats increase temporarily? I am aware of all that. I guess we disagree on the relative efficacy and usefulness of that sort of stuff. My general, like, the philosophy for me that's worked to some extent with this character so far is, if you just get good items, then you don't need to interface with any of the tainted mechanics whatsoever. And that's kind of how I'm going to try to keep it rolling here. Unfortunately, we can't do the alt path on this floor, but we'll do it on the floor that follows, and everything should be fine. As long as we just need a key. If we have to dump a planetarium, or we have to dump our item room in order to get to the next tainted floor, even though we only have a spirit heart as our upgrade, and also, oh yeah, Kane's nearsighted friend, another all-time classic, then it is what it is. We'll bet on the we'll bet on the chance of a planetarium, or who knows? Who knows, right? And keep in mind, after this, we got a few, like, obviously really tough characters left. But one of them is Tainted Kane, and somebody on Twitter was very nice. They sent me an infographic that's basically like, you know, 7 useful items as Tainted Kane that are easy to craft from recipes. None of them are alabaster box, by the way, to stoke your curiosity. But yeah, an endlessly recraftable divorce paper or Monstro's lung, those seem pretty good. Those seem pretty good. For now, I'm really trying hard not to quote Wonderwall. For now, should have somehow given me something to open a door. I don't believe that any locks will be unlocked on this floor. Thank God floor and door rhyme. 'Cause all the locks that lock me out are closing, and all the keys that open them I don't be knowing. There are many locks that I would like to use a key to open now. But I got no keys. Not gnocchi. I'm like Loki eating gnocchi. I got no keys, man. Doesn't even make any sense. If you laughed at that, give your head a shake. The words rhyme. That doesn't make it funny. It wasn't meant as a joke either. I was like, I'm really as sad as the God of Mischief eating some potato-based pasta. Because we kind of have to, I think, I am going to take an attempt to see what's going on in here. All things considered, that's really bad. I guess I should have blown those up, but we also need to kind of look for a secret room. We happen to be on, like, the most cursed floor of all time. There's about 17 different possible nucleation sites for a secret room to be at. And I think it, you know, we gotta keep, like, a gas poop. And we have to keep a fire poop. Just in the, like, the beauty of this is, at the very least, compared to, like, the other cursed characters, like, there is a way to get ourselves... We're not... Oh my god, dude. Look at the intersection points. The letterhead. Is that tortoise shell? The subtle watermark. Like, this floor is absurd. Also, just give me a key. A key. Oh my god, High Priestess. It's not a... It's the tower. I know what the tower does now. It creates, like, a billion rocks. I'm scared to use the bombs here. We should be able to just tackle you. Hold on. We got several bomb-based synergies. Let's use hold really quick. Pick this one up. I still can't believe we have 0 keys. I'm actually just stupid, is the other thing that's happening here. And yet, in my heart of hearts, naively, I believe in our chance to win. Well, we definitely have no interest in that. Okay, almost just walked into that. That wouldn't have been too intelligent. So this is secret room farming, and the second secret room does not exist there. That's okay, we got other plays. Just give it a sec. We create gas at the door. We use this because I don't... Oh, no, okay. We use this because I don't really care for it yet. We hold this, and then we throw this over there. That's also not a second secret room. My mistake. Now this, I'm wary of being intellectually disingenuous. One run being pretty terrible is not a sign that the character sucks. However, I will say getting no keys in, like, probably 15 or 20 rooms to start a run is, that's where you start to be like, maybe there should be a pity timer. Especially, I can't even create my own bombs. You know what I mean? Like, I have, the burnt penny, but I can't even create my own bombs. I can come in here and get old bandage. Which at least is a spirit heart. I was skeptical. Okay, we need to generate... We got a poop holder in reserve. That's a really good thing to just get out there. I would like to generate as many bombs as as many poops as possible, because the poops that we generate could also become fires or just bombs directly. Both of which enable us to possibly enter secret rooms. If we enter secret rooms, our chance of getting keys is non-zero. I think we pop the tower here, and we're looking for tinted rocks, so there is that. Might as well hold, might as well use, and then we'll try to blow this up. I will always respect the spirit hearts. I don't know, maybe... I'm assuming Swallowed Penny... Well, Swallowed Penny will give us money. I was assuming that non-Swallowed Penny would give us... the Burnt Penny would give us bombs when we picked up pennies. Yes. I have to restart the run. I literally... I mean, the only reason we're playing as Tainted Blue Baby is to get to the true ending. Maybe I missed out on something there, but we had no bombs, we had no gas, we had no fires. Like, what are you supposed to do? I really felt like I gave that one my all. It is, it's so... And I'm over it, but it is a little frustrating when you, I mean, when you have one thing left to do, And then, I mean, not getting like angel statues is annoying, but you can still have fun. No keys is like you've become fun-starved. They fun-starved me. Thank you, appreciate it. Wouldn't have been so bad if like our first item room had, you know, done something for us, except give us Kane's nearsighted friend, but that's a rare situation, and I see the irony in our consumable there. It's a rare situation where you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Clicker is actually, it's even more insulting, because it's an item from an item room that we literally can't use if we want to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish. I'm not mad, kind of. This feels like a secret room to me. I think that would have found it, if it were there. But it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. I've said it, if I've said it once, I've said it a million times. It is what it is. Great pathfinding there. Just don't let it tilt you too much. Focus on the positives. If we get 3 cents, or the, you know what? Worst case scenario, and this is how paranoid I am right now. We might just get a key drop from this room, and then it'll render this whole discussion academic. But we have gas, and we have fire, which means I can fart and then blow up our donation machine several times, apparently. That might be all we get. So I was like, maybe we'll take, there may be options. And we'll just make it work. But then I thought to myself, no. Get the key, just to be sure. Then we can get the double item room on the next floor. Yes, dear. Honey, 4 p.m. Time to be mad at a minor mechanic in Isaac that only shows up if you've played too much of the game. Yes, dear. You ever wonder... I think that ever since I heard that Steve-O from Jackass spoke to a speech therapist and they found out that for his entire life he'd been speaking wrong, paranoid is not the right word, but I have wondered in my head if that also has happened to me. And I know people are going to be like, well, your voice changed over the years, because, you know, so probably it did. That's because, like, when the first, like, 6 years that I did YouTube, I was like, this is radio, you know? Hello, everybody, and welcome back to, like, I was talking, like a nerd, quite frankly. This is closer to the voice at which I speak to other people, although it's at a higher volume and frequency. Well, not rate, let's say. Okay. Sprinkler is not as useful as I need it to be outside of greedier mode. Fruitcake is kind of an interesting item. I'm not disappointed to have it. Interesting room as well, quite frankly. But I do wonder, because sometimes I'm able to conjure a voice, you know, from deep within my throat that sounds like this. Now it feels to me like I'm extending, but maybe I'm only extending because of the fact that this is a little bit foreign for me right now. Perhaps this is my normal voice. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. Probably no is the easy answer. By the way, Steam sale is great, obviously. But I don't... this is one of those, like, edge cases I feel like you kind of should know by this stage of my life in Isaac. If you have a 7-cent item, I don't think Steam sale lets you get it for 3 cents. I think you still end up paying 7 cents for it, which is totally fine, for the record. You know, more options is worth 7 cents. You just don't want to do things in the wrong order and get punked, right? I guess let's start here. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, okay, so I was correct. That feels good to say. Freeze this one. Quick little use. Quick little use. Quick little use. Why this way? Because we want to make sure we get theirs options first, and call me crazy for this one. You're crazy for this one. But I think we also wish to try that. I'm not disappointed, actually. Those could be quite useful for us. Now we have to decide, are we going to look at the deal with the devil or no? And I feel like... Not a secret room, huh? I feel like the answer should be, no. I think we should try to stick with this angel deal strategy. Sorry, I'm just thinking, like, I gotta use 99.99% of my brain power just to get a red chest with the... Just to get a red chest with the disrespectful item in it? Okay, if we get another bomb, I think I know the second secret room looks like it's south of the Eddy room. Hate this. This is our all-stats, right? Yeah, this is our all-stats. Oh, what the great fruitcake play, though. Look at that. Please, please, please. I knew it was coming. I thought to myself, we'll give it a try. I think that's your play here, is just like literally let fruitcake work for you. The flies are doing some serious work. Thank you for that. We got some stats ups that almost hit us. Okay, I was really hoping for like a squeezy. I'm gonna blow your mind, man. I don't think we take the HP. I think we take Magic 8-Ball. And the reason we do that is because we're hoping for planetariums in the future, which is asinine that would enter into my, you know, realistic... Oh, well, that is not where our secret room is. That would enter into my idea for where this run will go in the future, but it is what it is. This is... maybe there is no second secret room. Oh, you know what? I bet it's between... the curse room and the Eddy room. Okay. It's a very strange location. Yeah, look at that. And I'm now very thankful we kept another bomb in reserve. Look at that. We're in the curse room for free. Against an enemy like I hate. I wish he was dead. I guess that's our goal here. And look at that. Who needs un-HP up when for nothing we got 2 HP ups? You have been crushed. And the run is still, like, really bad, to be honest. The run is still not good. But fruitcake can do a lot. Like, just that item is worth something for us. I'm looking at my watch, and I'm like, it's 39 minutes until my stream starts. We're 18 minutes into the run, but I'm skeptical we're gonna be able to make it on time right here, but we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. For now, just keep it moving. Keep it moving. Cube of Meat is the great equalizer. If you've got confidence, Cube of Meat is a big help. Straight up, leprosy kind of sucks. Straight up, I'm like Chili's. She was like, eh. Hot bombs may do nothing for us. At this point, we're taking pills because you gotta take pills. I'm gonna pop the Magician just to get it out of my worldview. All bombs generating fire. Like, at first, it seems so useful. We can get that stuff. You just gotta give it a second. And I should say, it's not useful. I hate that I'm spending a little heavy here, but it's in the interest of looking for those secret rooms. Just a moment, please. Like, it's such a... Oh, let's go! Never mind, it's all worth it. I was about to literally utter the words, it's such a slog. And I'm glad I did not. That fire should work. I'm glad I did not, because now I've learned the error of my ways. Never complain about anything, because that's when they're gonna get you. That's when they're gonna make you pay. So Blood of the Martyr it's really good. The next thing we need... How do you not get hit there? That's incredible. The next thing we need is an Angel Room. And if we get an Angel Room and the items are okay, who knows? I'm not saying it's locked up, because it's quite the opposite. It's still horrible. But an Angel Room with some... an Angel Room with some game winners and the game's won. An Angel Room with some decent items, and baby, we got a stew going at least. Now keep in mind, you do need 2 bombs to make it through this section here. In order to get to the... I'm not going to forget the knife piece either. Spoilers, he's going to forget the knife piece. Spoilers, now he's not going to forget the knife piece. But we maybe want to not use fire and gas for the time being, but we can definitely use this. We just want to land... all-time... I was just going to say, all-time great tier effects. That's what we're looking for. Oh my god. I never would have expected that to work out so well. So Gulp I've come to respect a lot, but Binky is definitely your play here. And our fire rate is just outrageous compared to what it used to be. We don't need angel statues. And you might say, well, why not get them? Well, because we might run into a problem with our bombs here. I knew there was a chance that was going to happen. Just give it a sec. Like, with Fruitcake, a decent rate of fire. This is a little ridiculous. I won't deny it, but... 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we're leaving. I was trying to put out the fires, obviously. Now, we'll probably get another bomb synergy later. Or not bomb synergy, but literally just some bombs. But, maybe you can relate to this. I don't really want to bet on probably. I do. There's another bomb in there. Let's just chill for now. We should still be okay. But I don't want to bet on probably. I want to bet on, the best chance possible. A 3-cent Spirit Heart is a gimme. I gotta be straight up with you. There's something about, like, Glowing Hourglass I think gives me a lot of potentiality. We can now fly. I'm not saying the run is, like, gonna win. But it is better now. Like, if these don't give us good... Okay, they give us enough we don't have to use Glowing Hourglass, for sure. How about now? Okay. Look, we're looking for white fire. How fitting. Now, are we going to try to do the boss fight? I wish that I felt like we didn't have to, but I feel like I really want to. Because if we get hit once, you can just pop the Glowing Hourglass. Now remember, not all these rooms like have anything populated within them. I'm realizing, dude, Repentance, it's taken a while for me to come to the realization. Repentance and the habits you gotta build for this have made me into a much better Isaac player. It feels sometimes like there's been a big regression because of the fact I lose a lot more. But keep in mind, we're playing, at this point, just by the nature of, like, how we choose characters, only the most annoying characters in the game are left. And then on top of that, the runs have become much harder just because the enemies got harder. But I think the extra patterns that I have learned and the habits I've enforced have made me a much better gamer, in Isaac at least. And I'm interested, like, when we start doing streaks and stuff like that, I'm interested in what our life may look like as a result of this. I'm not saying we're getting better streaks, but maybe even an equivalent streak would be more impressive in Repentance than in Afterbirth Plus, just due to the, different difficulties of those games. Also, like, I don't know, maybe, dare I say, as ridiculous as it may sound, it's possible that, like, being a parent has finally achieved My 2017 New Year's resolution of being more patient? It's possible. So it sucks, but I'm bailing. Yeah, I'm out of here. Why? Well, I don't want to lose the whole run just to pick up a Tears upgrade. As much as I would like the Tears upgrade, and I very much would, we'll be moving on here. No sweat. So, 15 minutes into the run, 25 minutes into the video, we are leaving the 3rd floor. You can see why my confidence is at an all-time high. This is as long as the Sneaker X video I just recorded. Just thinking, just thinking. I mean, at this point, it's just yeet, 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 and then don't blow yourself up. Man, that was our last bomb as well. That's really funny. And also really scary that if I wasn't paying attention to it, it could have screwed us. Anyway, sorry. Just checking messages. Book of the Dead is really good, but I gotta say, I think I'm a glowing hourglass stan here. Oh, I can fly, you're not trapped. Most importantly, I can sing. Okay, I would love to glowing hourglass that amnesia pill, but things happen. Sometimes you don't have 100% control. Right now, I'm getting glowing hourglass ready to go into the curse room. It's still gonna be pretty slow. It's an indictment of where this run started, that, like, it still feels slow, in spite of the fact that we, like, tripled our damage on the last floor. But that's okay, because this is, like, it should get easier over time. We enter the room. We get 2 spiders. That's a glowing hourglass charge in my world. Although, technically, that's using a glowing hourglass charge to prevent literally a half spirit heart of damage. That might not be worth all that much to you when you think about it that way. But I don't know, a guaranteed half spirit heart saved per floor, like, it starts to add up. It probably won't be per floor, but you know, in the most optimistic scenario you could possibly concoct, it looks all right. If you think about it that way. We do have an Emperor card. I'm inclined to say that Mr. Mega might be worth it here. It's assuming these synergize with our bombs, which, again, genuinely they may not, but now, like, I'm talking myself out of it now. Yeah, it seems like they actually... Well, hot bombs definitely did, so I'm a little confused, but whatever. You know, what else is new? And at this point, I think you should just say, like, if you ever get hit, that's when you just pop glowing hourglass. So I think we'll pop this. Is good. I don't think deep... I don't know if Deep Pockets does anything. Let me just put it this way. We can't afford it, so let's take it. And then I think we'll look in here, and I kind of hate it, so let's Emperor card, and I kind of hate you as well. But we can at least get, you know, some stuff going here. We're not... This is... I just gotta remind myself, after we make this dodge, is Mines 1. On Mines 1, we got nothing to concern ourselves with. If we don't get a knife piece, we don't get a knife piece. We might be missing an Eddy room. But if we're missing an Eddy room, I wouldn't say I'm missing it, Bob. So what we're all about here is this... There's options is a big one. Followed by... Man, we're only on the 4th wave, huh? There's options on the boss. And we could glowing hourglass here for sure, but I'm also close to the end here, so I'm just rooting for it to be over. Please, just some damage, man. I'm just begging for the location through text of some damage. Anyway, I'm hopeful we get a deal with the angel here. If, you know, you got to remember there's a 3rd case. Deal with the angel, no deal with the angel, and then there's a subset there. No deal with the angel, but deal with the devil. At this point, we definitely look at that deal with the devil. You know, we got a great angel item for free. Tier size, range, and HP. IMO, which means in my opinion, we take tier size plus range. And the reasoning for this might seem insane, but we have per throw. We're going to use per throw at a room with a little bit of a higher potential yield. Like, to use it on an angel or devil deal that's suboptimal and possibly get the deal of a lifetime, it matters to me. Now, we need HP to get through this floor. People have told me you can just bomb your way through this. With that being true, let's just get this right off the bat. Because with Curse of the Lost, I don't necessarily anticipate myself remembering. I see a world here where we don't get the knife piece, and as a result, I go, Derek! But really, it's my own fault, and if it were anybody's, it would be Ed's, not Derek's to begin with. So, let's head in here. I thank you. And if you'll excuse me, we will be moving on. And continuing to move on. And continuing to move on. It's funny how, like, I mean, this is how it always works, right? Like, we got out there, thankfully. But, like, the first time I did this, I was like, this is the most intense thing that's ever been added to this game. Like, I'm so freaking scared. Oh, I'm being chased. Oh, no, no. Like that GIF or that video Ed posted. Oh my god, get away. Oh my god. But now I'm just doing, it's just another routine here. Just another day at the office, really. And would you look at that, like, every attempt's a little bit different. I definitely will take the longer path to not have to deal with these frickin' flies. And then you just send it, no problem. But it's like, it's so scary the first time, and now it's like, ah, whatever. Oh no, well, anyway. I have to be straight up with you. We should not lose HP on this room. Okay, that's fine. It is what it is. Part of, you know, having the glowing hourglass is committing to use the glowing hourglass, though. So don't be stupid about it. Am I willing to go into the curse room, lose half a spirit heart? Yes. And we don't need to worry about hitting the buttons too much. But the first thing I'm going to do is maybe try to get a glowing hourglass charge. Dude, we need... it's mostly a sign that the alt path is hard, but we need... we need more damage. I know what you're thinking, by the way. People love planetariums. You can't really blame them. So you could use glowing hourglass to... after you go into an item room, you could be like, that item sucks. You could use glowing hourglass to turn back time so that you didn't go into the item room and increase your planetarium chance for the future. I don't think it's a bad idea, but in most circumstances, Soul of Judas is katana for a room. That nice shot. In most circumstances, I think I'm gonna be reasonably happy to just take the question mark instead. Now don't forget, like, that katana is worth something. Man, we got a ways to go here, huh? So I'm just trying to keep its placement in my head. I'm doing the mental cartography, because this floor is probably where we scrap per throw, one way or the other. I also want to get to our shop. I also... okay, you know what? Don't be a dummy. I guess the other thing we could do, and it's a bit higher order, but we could we could go into our devil room. If it's bad, glowing hourglass, and then make it so... I mean, actually, now that I think about it, if you go into the devil room, it doesn't matter. If you went in, if that makes sense. Like, going into the devil room doesn't cost you anything. Well, this is a great use of everybody's time here. Except for the first floor. Only the first floor doesn't matter. So, the first devil room, I should say. So we've done a great job of preventing ourselves from taking too much damage here. I'm recognizing now, like, Emperor card. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. We're never going back for it. We're never going back for the katana. We're taking the per throw and we're running. You know why? Because this floor was freaking long. And that's annoying for me. I can't believe how well that worked. We definitely take this. And we saved this per throw, so maybe it's good that we didn't go back. And we have to go this way. We have the knife piece. We have the knife piece. Okay. I'm just a notch on your bedpost, and you're just a line in a song. We're on the mausoleum. And it's a mausoleum XL, no less. I would like to remind myself of a couple things here. Some of the things I would like to remind myself of. How you never made it as a wise man. Couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. I'm going to remind you about how you're sick of living like a blind man. I'm sick of sun with the sense of something. I don't remember the words to this Nickelback song. That's not my voice. To this Nickelback song. I mean, do I gotta level with you? I might glowing hourglass my way out of this room. And what would I do? Because we did take half a heart. I think I would just avoid it. I think I would just say no thank you to the Oh, never mind. Okay, I will stay here. I think we also found a secret room. How about that? It is very nice to know that we will not be stuck with no shop. We'll have quite the shop available to us on this floor. And it's also nice to know that starting soon, things are going to come at us pretty fast. You know, we got a double floor. It looks bad for a bit, and then things start to move very quickly. You know, you find both item rooms in your shop. As soon as you find the boss room, excuse me? As soon as you find your boss room, you know, you got that sorted out. You get both bosses coming immediately. Come on, dude, come on. Like, I'm not against what you got here. I mean, it's a cool katana, man. Everybody's talking about how off the chain your katanas are, but that's all. No. Everybody's done it, but it still hurts. I don't mean on vacation. Okay, so I use the per throw trying to create an explosion. Don't talk to me about that. I guess we could have glowing hourglass to save per throw, you know? I should have thought about that. You're not wrong. You're not wrong if you came up with that. If you waited for me to say it, and then you're like, yeah! Then recognize, you know, that would... Come on. We're not so different, you and I. We could have had solidarity. Instead, you're making it into like a weird PvP sort of thing. I can't really understand why. Mongo Baby, not good enough. Virgo, sure. I mean, we wouldn't have per throwed that room, so that's not... The opportunity cost for per throw was not going to come in until the angel or devil deal here. So, really, where we see if we lost... And not lost the run, but lost on that deal. And by the way, anytime you're talking about how, like, you lost, and it's not about the run, it's just about making, like, one bad decision, that's a pretty good sign that the run has gone in a direction that you're kind of pleased with, I would say. I hate these enemies. Saved? So I really don't have too much negative to say about the run right now, except for the fact that it's, like, tough to steer. Like, it has a skill cap that's quite high, and a skill floor that's quite high, I think. Oh, careful. But it's, it has the potential, for sure. I certainly would not suggest that this run is, like, doomed. Why am I in this room? There is no point explaining, 'cause you're not the boss of me now, and you're not, you know, Malcolm in the Middle. They might be giants. NL, they're not giants. They're just little kids, man. Come on, it's like you've never even seen the show. You ever hear about the head canon that Bryan Cranston's father character from Malcolm in the Middle, known as Hal Malcolm? A lot of people in their head believe, or want to believe, that Hal later gets diagnosed with a terminal disease, goes on to cook blue crystal methamphetamine, and that's how you end up with the events of Breaking Bad. Headcanon's a weird thing, right? Because isn't all canon headcanon? It's just in the head of the writer? Like, that's the great power that you have if you create art, is that your headcanon becomes reality. I mean, like, when people say they believe that Malcolm in the Middle's dad became Walter White, I mean, obviously they don't. It doesn't make any sense. Like, they're totally different characters. Hal enters the witness protection plan, gets a new family, becomes a science teacher. Like, it doesn't make any sense, right? But if the writer said that is canon... Speaking of canon, did you see Zack Snyder tweet about... you know what? Let's... Was it NL? Were you going to reference Batman and Catwoman engaging in an act of mutual intimacy? Yes, I was. I was like, Zack Snyder's out there being horny on main, dude. I never thought I'd see the day. So I looked at that for about 45 minutes. Moving on. Yeah, okay, PhD. Plus a shot speed up. That's a big one. Plus 1 makes you small. That's transformative. Really gonna change the impact of this run? Okay, now we're taking a stretch. It's been 42 minutes. Things are about to get very real. Soul of Judas is totally fine. We're probably not really gonna Glowing Hourglass. I'm just trying to think about how we're gonna... Maybe I guess if we get hit once, we might Glowing Hourglass out of the boss fight. Who are we gonna use Glowing Hourglass against? Not you, because I think I do better at a range against you. We got some good tier effects, too. I mean, Fruitcake is any tier effect. That hurts, but I'll get over it. And then Holy Light, of course, is just, like, is good in its own right. Got him, I think. It's just, like, it's a little chaotic here, but that's okay. We made it. We might have re-rolled this. I'll level with you, though. I mean, you know what? Our speed, I think, is fine because we can fly. I would love to get a good trinket. And look, every once in a while you make a calculated gamble and it works out like that, and you just say thanks. There's nothing else to be said. What? Oh, it's not the katana. You get one play of dark arts? That's nothing, man. What a rip. Okay, we're watching for shadows. I get mistaken for strangers by my own friends when I pass them at night under the silvery Citibank lights. Okay, you got 3 smashes. Good, you stepped on your own eyeball. For most people, if you were wearing high heels, that would be lethal. It's a testament to Mom's fortitude that she's still out here kicking it. Oh man, this deal. This deal determines the run. And it's a devil deal. I'm not mad, because this could give us exactly what we need. By the way, I learned a very valuable lesson. As Blue Baby, you take the Polaroid. A Thame is not that good. However, we basically break even here, and with the permanent Polaroid invincibility, there's something to be said. That's unfortunate, but life goes on. Now, can we get a deal with the devil on the corpse? Because that's nothing to sneeze at. We should use the poop maybe just as, like, temporary protection. Please, I'm begging for some fruitcake shots that break tears. Just something of the sort. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. All stats up, baby. Little spirit heart damage. Life goes on. I'm realizing now... Okay, Soul of Jacob and Esau. We could use that on our final boss, maybe, if we don't get anything better. I'm realizing now... I'm pretty skeptical of our overall chances. And it's not meant to be like, oh, woe is me, or whatever. But, well, one thing I would say first is, like, don't just abandon the idea. These can both pay out with, like, Skatol. But then I guess we could re-roll Skatol into whatever here. But I'm not optimistic about our overall chances here. Please just play them faster. I don't want to blow them up by accident. Please. But we can always use the glowing hourglass to leave and save our money. Alternatively, we can recognize that, like, saving our money has no meaning and use glowing hourglass to save HP later. This must by far be the most annoying shop in existence. Or arcade in existence. Okay, at least we got something. Am I really doing this? Look, I can't believe it either. But here I am. You probably laughed at me when I said I was probably going to be late for the stream, but here we are 3 hours later. Or not 3 hours later, but long enough. Blood puppy, I don't think it's good enough. Almond milk? You know... You mustn't be afraid to have a little fun. Now, if you could give me Rotten Baby, I would regret my words and my deeds. At least you're, like, playable quickly. Like, I think anytime you have a good tier effect, you're always happy to get almond milk. Don't get me wrong. It's a little goofy as well. Now, okay, we've done a really bad job of this up to this point. The most important thing is use glowing hourglass to protect your HP. As long as we do that, I feel okay about our overall chances. Maybe. I gotta admit, it's a big maybe. But here we are. I don't know. It is 10:51. It's 9 minutes till streams start. I'm not gonna put a rush in. Because I think that this one's kind of important to me, just to be straight up. This would very much be a win that I did my way. And we've had to sincerely consider just about every possibility to have a chance here. The fact that we're alive at all is a miracle. To stay alive, man, it would be enough. A better rune per chance. Better rune you seek. Ansus. It's not a better rune. It's nice to have it though. Okay, so since we know where we're going now, we're leaving that key, by the way, because it's also a charge. But we might glowing hourglass out of here. We're not gonna glowing hourglass out of here because the room was freaking sweet. Okay, this is a little dangerous, but it also has the potential to win you the game. So forget magic skin temporarily. We need a bomb, which we do not have, but we can create gas, and then, okay, Bob's brain doesn't blow it up, and then see ya. See ya. See ya. See ya. See ya. See ya. Go to the secret room. Open this up. No idea what that is. Speed up and your feet are stronger. And then... What the heck are you? Clear Rune Mimic! Rune Mimic. Okay, so his blank card for runes. And now I'm like... I don't know, man. I mean, if we get an amazing rune, sure. Losing Glowing Hourglass is quite potent. Right, we can fly? Like, that makes a huge difference. But I'm thinking now, I'm like, hold on. If you use this with... It crashes the game. It literally just crashes the game. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Okay, sorry, stream. I will be slightly late. I got an Isaac item that crashed the game on the corpse.
Isaac and his mother lived alone.
That's okay, so that should only take like a second to fix, right? So, are we starting the floor from 0? Yes. Yes, we are. I have to be honest with you, okay? If you wanna call me a coward for this, go ahead and call me a coward. I'm not doing it all over again. We'll try to chart a different course. I have lost I've lost confidence. I'm upset's no, not the right word. I'm modestly annoyed for sure. Yeah, I mean, like if it like it doesn't work. If it like okay, like I'm going too hard. It's a complex game. And I hate the fact that we lost almond milk after that, but it's a complex game. I get that there's gonna be like edge cases where things break. It is just a couple of them in quite recent proximity that has me annoyed. This and then the Jacob and Esau 9 lives bug, where basically like you can get trapped in purgatory. Okay, lucky us. We'll play this. Like, I mean, maybe this is too mean, okay? But like, if you got all these bugs with the Jacob and Esau mechanics, you didn't have to put them in the game. He's kind of doo-doo. Nobody's like, oh no, where's my Jacob and Esau? I'm begging you, just, sure, okay. At least get Soul of Jacob and Esau out of my face. That way I don't have to look at it anymore. Please, please. Sorry, just for a single spirit heart, I would be pleased. Hermit. Just one spirit heart, man. That's all it takes. I would just like a spirit heart. Or anything. Also, we have placed 50 cents into this. There we go. Another card that I was just gonna say I'm sure will essentially be useless. I'd rather have the sun card on the next floor. Bro, please believe me. I need this. He's long. Okay. You gotta just imagine you got dropped into this run with what you presently have and you're trying to win, rather than imagining that you worked as hard as you possibly could to get this run, and now like this is what it looks like. If you put yourself in the mindset, I think, of this is not the right direction. Okay, let's sun card then. If you put yourself in the mindset, you know what? Then we go back and we have our sun card back. You put yourself in the mindset of somebody challenged you to beat this run. We don't want our shots to explode. And they just dropped you in like this, then let's give this a try. Okay, Rot Gut. Not great. However, we got some good tier effects. Every holy light takes you a little closer to reaching that greatness. Go ahead, take me in. We know the mechanics. Gonna be shots coming up. There's gonna be shots going down. Beams are doing great work here. Dude, also, like, the void portals that we're getting on occasion. Absolutely no joke. Okay. That went so much better than I ever could have expected. We do get a deal. Give me the luck up. I think it'll scale with Holy Light. These are both bad, and I hate you, so we will be leaving now. Now, use your noggin. Remember the placement of the rooms here. Obviously, this is not the right way. So I think you just do this room right here just to clear it. Saved. That got a little nasty. 48-hour energy, huh? How delightful. Easy enough. We can then use 48-hour energy here. That would have been a great time to get some items, but life goes on. Now, we use the sun card. This is fine. We go through the secret room. We don't need to go back off of that one. This helps us get where we're going. The sun card doesn't do anything for us on the boss fight. There's it. Okay, so here's I'm realizing now. Here's how this is gonna go down. Okay. Question mark card. We don't need yet, but telepills kind of bad. Here's how this is gonna go down. We fight the boss. If we think we're gonna die, we get the chance to come out via the golden hourglass. Fight the boss again. If we're gonna die, we get the chance to come out via the question mark card and the battery charges that are just hanging out. So we really should be, I mean, this is purgatory. If we can beat the boss, it's great that we have multiple opportunities. If we can't beat the boss, we have no excuse to give up, which is sobering. I'm just gonna let this one ride. You sue me if you want. You go ahead, sue me. Don't. No. Come on, man. It's just, there's too many enemies. I know for certain we're gonna have to go up, we're gonna have to do, like, the Pong attack against this guy, which is so freaking annoying. But you never know. I mean, this is why I'm stoked we have invincibility. Well, at least we didn't keep Rune Copier. It turns out it probably wouldn't have done that much for us. This is why I'm stoked we got permanent Polaroid invincibility. We learned a little bit how to dodge these. We got Holy Lights. We got Explosivos. We got just raw damage coming out. We got fires that progressively deal fire damage. We got a Fool card. We got a pretty significant statistical increase. We didn't take damage. I knew the Pong attack was coming. What did I tell you? I told you the Pong attack was coming. I told you. I warned you. What the? Where am I? That's fine. Okay, that's not that bad, man. Okay, we need, like, better poops. We need to do better with our poops. Like, for example, that was not smart. We should drop the creep there in an area where we can actually... That was so stupid. In an area where we can actually take advantage of it. What hit me? You liar! He wasn't there. He wasn't there. Well, Mom wasn't there, I should say. Okay, can I just, like, have some space? Just need some space, please. Keep in mind, you can't stand there, because the game is lying to you. Maybe I'm being overly bitter. Block them. Thank you to the poops. I would like to hold this one. because I think it's bad. Oh my god. Please tell me my HP is back. Okay. And then I use the glowing hourglass card. So I use the glowing hourglass, so I still have the question mark card. This fight doesn't look right anymore. This is not, I think, where you're supposed to be standing, my friend. We did learn some valuable lessons. Yes, use the poop to block. The poop is, it's an incredible blocker. Great stuff. You're just building yourself a little fortress of poop here. That's fine. Okay, it's not fine. I forgot about this part. This is gonna suck pretty bad, I think, but just embrace it. It is what it is. Get flipped. Yeah, you don't look right, man. N-Pong? Okay, that's fine. I'm actually completely okay with this. Narrator voice, he is not completely okay with this. I knew that was coming. I'm stupid. Okay, don't throw HP away. You got 4 hits here. You got glowing hourglass. Sissy Longlegs is doing something, presumably. I was just gonna say, it's not my most comfortable dodge in the game. The charm is helping me out quite a lot here. Charmed, I'm sure. Okay, this is where I like to stand. Thank you. I have all this muscle memory associated with this location. Big save on that one. Big save. That hurt. It's alright. Allows me to get back into my preferred dodging position. I know I got flies. Please. Oh my god, we did it. Oh, eat me. Okay. That goes out to Batman. We did it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm gonna get out of here and stream. I literally can't believe we did it. But see you next time. See ya. See ya.